Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to our next player character. His name?
It's Roggar Ragnak.
His name is
that away from the mic and then immediately at the mic.
His name is Roggar Ragnak, played by Sebastian.
The best.
So you know it's going to be super fun, super crazy all the time. So Ragnar, just to set the scene for you, first of all, I'd like to say welcome to Norian, the world which you find yourself in.
I feel welcome.
And you are. Now, Roggar, I apologize. I was to call you Ragnar. I'm thinking about Vikings way too much.
That's her last name?
That's Ragnak.
Did you even think of a name?
Okay. So, Roggar, you find yourself at the very borderline of Rofton Moor, the swamp which you've obviously previously heard me describe to Tyson. So you find yourself at the base of the Narramoose mountain range and in Rofton Swamp. You've come from Ryberry, a town far to the east, almost 10 leagues away from where you are now. While you were in Ryberry, you heard tales of an ogre which was terrorizing the roads along Rofton Moor. And so you've come here in search of that ogre, as you are a Bright Lord. You seek to kind of fill the land with goodness and wholesome fun for everyone. None of that, no time for ogres. So if you want to quick, actually, give everyone a little background of your character.
Okay. Well,
It's background time. Da-na-na-na.
Well, I'm a Dragonborn Bright Lord. Starting off at age 15 here, so I'm pretty young.
Pretty young, yeah.
All right, and
Jailbait.
Oh god.
That
Okay,
Dragonborn
here's the
ass.
backstory,
So hot. What color Dragonborn are you, can I ask?
Copper.
Copper.
So I could spit acid. It's pretty dope.
Oh, wow. Copper. I've never actually played with a Copper Dragonborn before. This is new territory for me.
Right on.
I'm excited.
All right, so I guess I'll start off by explaining a bit of my backstory.
Mm-hmm.
So it begins as when I was a child, my parents left me at an orphanage. And at the orphanage, I grew up with my best friend, Joth Marcus.
What was his nickname?
Joth Marcus is his
Joth
nickname.
Marcus
Yeah.
is his name. Okay, you have
It's
a
just a
nickname, okay.
J, yeah. All right, so we were traveling around the orphanage, helping the animals outside and people with small chores, doing the good stuff around town.
Yeah.
After we were done for the day, we headed back to the orphanage, and we saw bandits set the orphanage on fire.
Oh, my God.
And
Jesus.
the orphanage is in a town. It wasn't just an orphanage.
So the whole town's getting burned to the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was just like
Just an
murderous
orphanage.
bandits who only want to kill orphan children. Okay.
All right, so they set the orphanage
They have no
on fire.
parents. Kill them.
Luckily, they didn't see Marcus and I, so we sneaked around and tried to save as many kids as we could. Marcus and I decided to go in and see if there was anyone else in the orphanage to save them. We managed to save 4 kids. I got out of the orphanage with the 4 kids, but I did not see Marcus behind me. I went back inside to find him. He was stuck underneath some rubble from the roof. I tried to pull him out, but there's too much weight on him. He told me to leave him behind, but I kept trying to pull him out of the fire. So I tried my best to save him, and I managed to escape safely, but lost my best friend. And from this day on, I will cherish everything living on this planet, and I will have my revenge on the bandits that did this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
A couple of years in the future, I decided to join the military to have some experience in fighting and wielding swords and shields. As the years went on, my friends in the military and I were off to battle with the enemy, which were some of the orcs that were west of our town. As we marched through the forest, the orcs had planned an ambush on us. We got into defensive positions while the orcs were charging at us from everywhere. All of my friends were getting slaughtered, and there's way too many orcs. I saw many of my friends die that day, and I decided to sacrifice myself so my friends could live. And that's when I noticed I had a mysterious power. I saw a bright light after getting surrounded by the orcs, and after the light blinded all of them, I decided to run off into a cave.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah,
but let's start maybe let's go reverse chronological. You decide to
The cave.
No, let's talk about first. I'm gonna protect all my friends and sacrifice myself by glowing bright and running into a cave.
Yeah.
Well, most of them were dead, and I the other ones ran off because we were getting slaughtered. So
Right.
I didn't really see any of my friends.
Yeah. A lot of friends dying. Also, shout out to Marcus real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ever going to hear this. Marcus works with us, or worked with us, I guess. But he found out that he was like Sebastian's best friend in the game, and he was like, "Can I please be there for the first episode? I just want to be there to say hi. I'm Marcus, and I endorse this message."
We'll get him out. We'll get him
We'll
out.
get
one
him out
day.
for a special episode.
Yeah.
So moving forward, fantastic backstory, by the way. Absolutely loved every minute of it.
Thank you.
So you're at the edge of Rofton Moor. In front of you, you see the Narrowmoon's mountain range, these tall peaks of gray stone, which share a border with Rofton Moor. Along that border, there's large bushes of thorns and brambles, as well as vines. And as you look out onto the night, as it is evening, you can't help but feel like a sense of calm. There's not much movement of anything out here, and you hear the crickets chirping in the background. And a cool breeze coming from the mountains.
Don't touch my mountains.
They're not your mountains.
Can I do a perception check to see if I'm with anyone?
You can, roll me d20.
It's a 5.
Okay, well, you're not with anyone, per se. No, you're not with anyone. The night appears to be very calm. You do hear rustling in the bushes in front of you near the base of the mountains. But other than that, it's pretty silent.
Well, I guess I'll go to the bushes and I'll say "Hey, who's in there?"
Okay, so you project your voice pretty loudly, and you say, "Hey, is anyone in those bushes?" The rustling goes silent, and nothing answers you.
Oh God. I guess I'll slowly walk up to the bush and see what's in there.
Okay, roll me a d20 perception check.
11.
Okay, so you walk towards the bushes. They're more like swamp vines, really, now that you come closer to it, and small knee-high foliage. Whatever was rustling appears to be gone. All you can see are vines and brambles. Nothing further.
Well, I guess I'll just keep walking since nothing's there.
Which way would you like to walk? Towards the mountains, back into the swamp?
I'll go towards the mountains.
Okay. What you can do is you can walk in and around, you can walk around these bushes, or you can walk right through them. It'll take you what looks like 200 feet of movement, in either direction, before you can hop across.
All right. Yeah, I'll just walk through the bushes.
Cool. Okay, always a good choice.
I hope so.
So as you walk through the bushes, you find your feet sinking into the swamp-like ground. The swamp is infertile as far as growing crops or the like, but the ground is very uneven, and you find one step you're going in 6 inches, the other step you're going in a couple, you're knee deep, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty treacherous for anything to walk along. And at first you think that maybe your foot's just stuck, in a hole of mud or in a pocket of mud, but instead that you find that as you look closer, there's actually vines wrapped around your foot.
Oh God! I'm gonna cut them off.
And as you look to the ground, you see a face of vines looking at you. Eyes, just dark pits into this larger face that's covered in vines and mud.
Well, I'm gonna try cutting my feet free.
Okay, roll me a d20.
12 plus 2.
Nice. Yeah, fantastic. So, what weapon are you using actually?
A spear.
Oh, cool. Okay, I don't know how much cutting power that's gonna have. It's more of a stabbing weapon. But that's okay.
Oh yeah, it's the only weapon I have so far. So.
It's alright, you stab whatever's... so you stab the vine creature in the chest.
Okay.
Okay, you don't really cut off its arm or anything. But roll me your damage.
4. So 6 damage.
Nice. Okay. So the creature lets out a hiss and begins to stand. What was once holding you was its arm, but you see that now it's holding you by an extension of its foot. And its 2 arms are free. So the creature lets out another hiss and attempts to entangle you in its vines and constrict you. So you're gonna have to make a d20 strength saving throw.
Okay. 17 plus 2.
Nice. So the vines attempt to entangle your feet and wrap around your chest, but you break free with all that dragonborn strength.
Oh yeah.
And it's now your turn.
All right, I'm gonna use one of my cantrips. It's called the Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So the flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. The target gains no benefit from cover for the saving throw.
Cool. So he's rolling a...
Dex saving throw.
Okay. So he rolls an 11. It's plus his constitution, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so plus 2. So 13.
Okay, so it doesn't doesn't work, or?
Yeah, so he doesn't take any damage from your radiant attack.
Okay, well that counts as an action, so.
Yeah, that's fine. Like a bright light was shining on him for a second.
Oh.
If that means anything.
That's better. That did nothing.
No, it's okay. It did nothing, but
It looked cool.
It looked cool, yeah.
I did a lot of those, don't worry.
Cool. So the creature attempts to constrict you using its grappling attack. So it's going to roll a d20. It rolls an 8 plus 4, so 12. Is it hit?
My AC is 16.
So no. So it attempts to constrict. The vines that make up its body attempt to grab you, but again, it's ineffective.
Okay.
Back to you, Roggar.
I'm gonna go in the same spot where I jab with the spear.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
nice.
go jab it again. 11 plus 2.
Yep, that's a hit.
Hit. Nice.
Same general abdomen region.
5 plus 2. 7 damage.
7 damage, fantastic. Back over to what you now know to be a vine blight.
Ooh.
A creature of almost pure evil. Just a construction of vines and other elements of the swamp that now has sentience. It attempts to, using the plants around you, entangle you and bring you down to the ground for 1 minute. So you have to roll a strength saving throw, so long as you're in this 15-foot radius.
Okay. 9 plus 2, 11.
Okay, so you become entangled by the vines and you're unable to move. You're only entangled from the waist down, so you're just not able to walk anywhere. You're still able to attack with your hands. In the next turn, if you're still unable to break free, it will grapple you down to the ground.
Okay. So it's my turn. I guess I'll keep stabbing it, try and kill it.
Okay.
8 plus 2.
So 10?
Yeah.
No. So not a hit. The vine blight appears to be not affected by all the entangling plants surrounding you, and it backs away easily as you kind of jab forward, but you're unable to make it there, right? You're kind of constricted from the waist down. You find that the vines creep further up your body and drag you down to the ground. Roll me another strength saving throw.
Come on. 16 plus 2.
Nice. So you break free. You're able to kick loose the vines and the shrubs which are holding onto you, but you're still in this area. So you're going to have to, on your turn, move out of all of these
like plants,
this 15-foot diameter.
Okay. You said the needle blight ran away?
No, he just backed up
he
quite
backed
easily
up.
when you tried to stab him.
Okay.
Because he was not affected.
Alright, well...
So you used your action to do the strength saving throw, but now you can still move.
Okay.
So you can move out of that area.
Yeah, I guess I'll move maybe 10, 15 feet towards where the needle blight was.
You'll pass him if you do that.
Okay. Let's just do 5 feet away from the plants then.
Cool. So you walk a solid 15 feet from where you once were, and then another 5.
Okay.
So 20 feet altogether out of that range of entangling vines and plants. The vine blight turns towards you and attempts to use its constrict again. So vines shoot forth from its hands and it attempts to grapple you, and it does hit. You take 2d6 damage.
Oh boy.
4 plus 2. Only 6 total.
Cool. We're at 4 HP already.
What a day it's been.
Give me a quick game.
I'm gonna just keep stabbing with my spear.
Nice.
2.
Hit.
Nice.
Barely.
3 damage right there.
3. Nice. Killing it. Okay, so Constrict is this guy's go-to move. This is bread and butter, so he attempts to do so again. Unsuccessfully, though. Just short of your AC 16, right? Yeah, just short of that. Lucky on you.
Since I'm a dragonborn, I'm gonna try spitting acid on it, trying to melt it.
Ooh, I like it. So that's your breath weapon, right?
Yeah, so I can spit acid. It's a 5 by 30 feet radius, and the enemy must make a dex saving throw. And 2d6 damage, half as much when successfully saved.
Okay, so is it a line or is it a cone that you're shooting in? Is it a 5 by 30 line or a 5 by 30? I'm pretty sure it's a line.
Yeah, it's a line, I think so.
Cool. So you orient and point yourself towards the vine blight, opening your mouth and letting forth just this spew of acid. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So the Vine Blight attempts to leap out of the way and is unsuccessful. He rolls a 7,
Thank God.
-1, so 6. So he takes 2d6 damage. So he takes 4 damage.
Yeah.
Vines start to fall away from its body as the acid just eats into the organic material. And it starts to shriek, making this awful hissing and shrieking sound. Not pleasant on the ears. It's definitely the loudest thing around.
My ears!
It's nothing like that melody that Josh was singing earlier. Oh god. Alright, next up is the Vine Blight. Having all these vines and parts of its body just eaten away by the acid, it once again attempts to constrict you with what vines it has left. Shooting its arms forward, it attempts to grapple you, and it does hit.
Oh God.
Wait, what's your AC? 16, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he
Lied to
doesn't.
you. It does 15 altogether.
Yes. Oh my God.
So, back over to you,
I'm gonna
Roggar.
run up and stab him with my spear right
Nice.
in the chest.
Right in the chest. Love it.
20. Oh my lord.
Okay, so you run forward and Achilles jump into the air and stab him in the chest with your spear. It plunges right through his chest cavity and he slumps to the ground, and as you pull it back, it falls to the ground.
Beautiful.
Instantly just done. Just dead.
Nice.
Yeah. Congrats
Alright.
on that. You take 100 experience points
Oh my.
for Vine Blight in the swamp.
Nice.
Congratulations. And the night once again falls silent. What would you like to do?
Can I try and...
I mean, you're at 4 health,
Yeah.
so like short rest might be a
Yeah,
good
maybe
idea.
like set up a fire and
Yeah.
short rest.
Yeah.
Maybe try and find something to eat too.
Ooh, I like it. Okay.
Right.
As far as fires go, I mean, it's a swamp, so you're not gonna find much dry wood.
Okay.
Whatever you find to eat, you might have to eat raw, unless you can procure some dry wood from somewhere.
I'm gonna look around for some dry wood.
Okay. So, near the area where the Vine Blight was, at the base of the mountains, there appears to be a few small trees. They're more like shrubs, really, but there is hard wood there, so you could foreseeably get wood from those trees.
Alright, yeah, I'll grab like a handload of them and dump them wherever I'm setting camp up and try and start a fire.
Alright. First, can you roll me... How are you going to acquire this wood? Are you going to rip it out of the ground? You going to chop it down?
I think I'll just rip it out, yeah.
Not how I thought that was going to go, but yeah, roll me a d20.
Oh god!
So you,
So for people listening at home, that was a 1. And this is what happens. So you grip the base of the tree quite firmly, and looking really, really concentrated. Like you're concentrating right now. You're working hard.
I'm cold.
You feel your stomach rumble,
Oh god.
and as it does so, you shit yourself with the amount of effort that you're trying to put into this. At first, you thought maybe you were about to, like your hernia was about
Oh
to
god.
go, but no, this is just you shit yourself.
Whoopsie.
I look around to see if anyone saw it.
Roll me a d20. The Vine Blight's dead, but its eyes just look like they've seen too much. It's kind of facing you, and it's like,
You're gonna pick up some. Or no, that's a bad idea. You know what? I'm gonna clean it up and try again.
That's right.
I can't poo myself anymore, so
no, you're right. Only worse things could happen on the way.
yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll just try like slashing it this time, so this
With
way I don't
your-
poo my. It says I have a dagger, so maybe chop some wood up with that.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we're reaching here, but that's fine.
Okay.
Roll me a d20.
17. That's better.
Nice. So you're able to cut off a lot of the small kindling-worthy pieces of wood, enough that you could foreseeably start a fire, maybe cook whatever you caught, have a long rest,
Nice.
and chill out. Cool.
So yeah, I'll start the fire. and
Right. Roll me a survival check.
10.
Plus, what's your wisdom?
14.
So +2. Fantastic. All right, so the fire does start pretty low and smoky at first. It's definitely hard to get one going in the swamp, but you do manage to do so.
Nice.
Sitting by your fire, you can't help but feel like you've taken a fair amount of damage. Would you like to take a short rest? Maybe have a ration?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Cool.
And yeah, I'll eat one of my rations.
Fantastic. Mark it down. And you may now roll your hit dice. regain some health.
Set at 10.
10.
Wow.
Nice. So
Full
you regain
health, baby.
10 health. Full health?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So your short rest lasts 2, almost 3 hours. It's now early in the morning. Again, the swamp is fairly quiet. During your short rest, you were able to see small creatures scurrying across the swamp. At one point, you thought you saw what looked like a humanoid frog.
Oh.
It croaked and looked at you, and then scurried away really quickly, but didn't approach your fire. So
Probably just a dream.
yeah, probably it's all a dream. Dream sequence. Okay.
Not again.
Roll me a d20.
16.
It's a perception check. So what's your wisdom?
14.
Nice. Cool. All right. So it is the early morning, still dark. And up above from the mountains, you hear the faint sounds of sword on sword action. As you look around and up, you see a small cavern, don't you dare. A few hundred meters up off of the ground in the side of one of the mountains, and you see a large fiery explosion or burst of light.
Fireworks!
You like that?
You see a large burst of light, essentially, from this cavern.
Well, I'm gonna, rush up to it. Seems like there's a lot of action going on in there.
Something like a Bright Lord would be interested in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, light.
I love light.
Sorry, I'll buy your fanciest lantern.
Hey, yeah, I'll rush up there.
Cool. You're going to need to make me 2 climbing checks. I'll allow strength or dexterity.
I'll use my strength.
Cool.
10 plus 2.
Nice. Yep. So you make it up one particularly difficult section of rock that looked like it was pretty difficult to climb up.
Try again. 18 plus 2.
Nice. So you're halfway up, and you're standing on a small outcropping of rock. Looking down, it looks like you've climbed about 100 meters worth. A lot of it's fairly simple to climb, not too steep, but there are some parts that are difficult. Looking forward to get to where the cavern is, you'll think you'll need to make at least 3 more climbing checks.
Lord. Okay, here we go. 3 plus 2.
Okay, so you attempt to climb another section that's fairly difficult. You fall, though, back onto the platform where you started from.
Oh,
Not the very bottom,
Okay.
but from where we did those last 2.
Okay. Well, I'll try again.
Yeah.
17 plus
Nice.
2.
That's better.
And we'll go
Much-
again. 14 plus 2.
Great. So you're quite high in the air now. A fall from this height would be pretty deadly.
Oh, God.
So you might want to, just,
Here we go.
keep that in mind.
I'm going to look for, maybe perception check to see if there's anything to hold on to.
I love the way that you're thinking. Yeah, roll me a d20 for the perception check.
3.
The thought was there.
The thought was there. There are footholds and handholds all over the place.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use
but you're not
those.
really able to see much in the dark, It's tough to look around. You're a dragonborn.
Oh,
You're not really used to climbing. You guys are more of a
there so happens to be a cantrip that I have that is light.
light.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I'll use that.
All right, fantastic.
So I touch one object that is no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. Until the spell ends, the object sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius.
Cool. What object are you planning to light up?
Probably the rock, so I could see where the...
Wait. So, is the rock no larger than 10 foot in diameter?
Yeah.
So you're climbing a mountain right now.
Oh boy.
Just touch yourself.
For a
Yeah,
mountain
maybe I'll
size.
just put on my armor.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You can do that.
And it could be any color I want, so I'm going to make it, green.
You know.
Say you know as though that's an obvious choice when clearly my favorite color is blue. Minus
Okay.
1 inspiration.
Blue! Blue!
So a green light emanates from your armor. Roll me another perception check to see where those footholds are. This time at advantage.
I'll take the 12.
Nice. So you see what looks to be a pretty good handhold. I think that if you grab that and boost yourself up, you can make it pretty easily. You can roll this next climbing check at advantage.
Alright, right on. 19. I'll just take the 19.
You don't want the 20.
I'll take the 19.
Okay, so you climb to the very top and you hear the sounds of combat. You thought at one point you heard like a melodic type of whisper almost, but, but you...
I've heard this before.
You need a different a different sound for that. But you did not, and you shake your head. You're like, oh, I don't think I heard a melodic sound of any kind. But you do hear arrows clattering against rock, and also what appears to be the sounds of spellcasting. You're pretty familiar with that as a Bright Lord. You have a couple spells that you can cast, and you can definitely hear the sound of an Arcana battle going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since I'm gonna like try and sneak up, I'm gonna like. Is it possible to like turn the like light off that I put on my armor?
Yeah. You can. It's like just a bonus action.
Okay,
Just shut it
I'll
off.
just do that.
Cool.
And then I'll like sneak up to the cave and like kind of peek around the corner to see what's going on in there.
Okay. Roll me d20. Okay. So the scene that you see in front of you is pretty. There's a lot happening here. Okay.
A lot not happening too.
The first thing you notice is this sorcerer or mage of sorts. He's just wielding fire and shooting fireballs at everyone. He looks like he's got the whole place on lock.
He's pretty good looking.
He's
I don't know about that.
Yeah, roll me d20 actually. See how good looking you are.
Alright. Ready.
Oh, he's pretty ugly.
My charisma's high though.
It's not ugly.
My charisma's high.
I have a personality. Doesn't mean anything.
My mom just died, alright? I'm in a bad place.
I think you were in a bad place before.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
The past month's just been helping. It looks like he's got the whole place on lock, but he does not. As you very quickly see a spear to the leg by a small goblin, who then snickers. The last words you hear out of the mage's mouth is, "God damn it, Greg."
Greg.
And he falls to the ground. There looks to be one goblin who's dead on the ground, but though the others appear to be unharmed in any sort of way.
Alright, continue on. We don't need to dwell on this.
No, actually, they don't seem to be hurt. In fact,
God.
they seem to be...
Yeah, but their weapons are smoking and melted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving forward, sorry, Roggar. I was about to call you your actual name. That's not okay.
Oh my god.
Roggar, you see a group of slaves all huddled in the corner in chains. The one hobgoblin who appears to be in charge starts barking orders at the other ones, telling them to chain this guy up, hands and feet, and to also like immobilize him, to chain him up. One of them hear the one goblin kind of question him and say, "Why are we keeping him alive?" The hobgoblin quickly like backhands him and says, "You idiot! Don't you know?" And then the goblin says, What? I don't know what you're talking about." And the hobgoblin says, "Creold will want to see him."
Ooh. I don't know what to do. There's only one of me.
There's only 4 of them.
Yeah.
True.
Wake me up.
Thanks to at Josh Schell. Just kidding.
It's Tyson.
Sorry, at Tyson. What a name.
Named after my father, okay?
Your father's dead.
You said there's a fire in there, right?
Sorry, what?
You said there's a fire that's like lighting up the cave?
There was, like, when he was shooting all that fire
they had a
around.
fire.
They had a fire too.
Yeah,
like,
but they've doused it. Because it's more like it's morning.
Oh, okay.
Dawn, really. They're looking to get moving. So you see the goblins, hobgoblins and goblin begin to chain the guy up pretty intensively.
Okay.
God,
They don't
what does
want
that
him,
mean?
They don't want him breaking free.
Kinky.
The first thing I've heard out of Justin's mouth in the past hour.
In 2 hours.
They're good. Oh, if I try and spit acid, I could hit some of the prisoners. I don't want to do that.
I believe it's a once a day.
They're animals.
And but I slept.
Yeah, you did have a long rest. Or a
Short rest?
Yeah.
I guess you do get it back then. What was I thinking?
I don't
Right
know.
on.
What a DM am I?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm just gonna do what Bright Lords do. I'm gonna make myself stand out, pick myself up, and walk in the cave.
Okay, can you
Like sneak-
role play it for me? How are you walking? Are you sneaking or are you making yourself known? You're walking in with authority.
Yeah, I'm walking in with authority.
Okay. So you walk into the cave, a large dragonborn, 6.5 feet tall, 300 pounds, covered in copper scales. You have heavy armor on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chainmail.
Ooh, so you're looking pretty.
Pretty badass.
Yeah.
Pretty feisty.
So you walk into this cave and all the hobgoblins kind of turn to look at you. The goblin quickly scurries behind his hobgoblin companions. He survived the last fight with the mage, and I think he intends to do so again. The hobgoblin looks to you and he says, "What's your business here?"
Well, I saw flames coming out of this cave like you wouldn't believe. So I decided to come check out what was going on.
Get out of here. You don't have a quarrel with us.
Well, I do now. I'm
Call me Lord.
The name's Lord. Bright Lord.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
No, you can't. I said it. It was
No,
a joke.
like, I do now.
Wait, what?
No, you can't say what my line. That's a...
Not Bright Lord thing, the other thing.
Oh, what do you say?
Just say what
You don't have any business with us.
Oh.
I say I do now.
I do now.
Oh.
Okay, so the hobgoblin looks to you, and then looks at the fallen goblin, and he kind of sizes everyone up, and he says, "If it's a fight that you want, it's one that you have now." And he draws his short sword once again.
4 on 1, I like it.
Okay, so roll initiatives.
4. God damn.
Plus your dex. Don't forget about that.
It's 11.
Okay. So
What's 4
plus
plus 0? God, I've never
Add
done
a 0, it's 40.
math. 40, yes.
Oddly enough, rock paper scissors to see who goes last.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
All the ties. Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
In case anyone doesn't know, that was a scissor tie, paper tie, rock tie, and then
Scissors over paper.
scissors over paper. Yeah, I lost.
Great Lord goes first. Not last. I mean.
Not last,
Not
yeah.
last, yeah.
It is the goblin going last, in case you're curious. to
Thank
know.
God.
Yeah, he was gonna be the
Actually, I
one.
want to go for him first, Take the biggest, and the others might scurry away.
No, the goblin is the shortest.
Oh.
The hobgoblins are much larger.
They're the
than
big
he is.
guys, okay.
Yeah, there are 3 of them.
Oh, God.
Yeah. The fallen mage was apparently only able to kill 1 goblin.
Pathetic.
I'm gonna straight up murder this Great Lord.
He's the only one saving you right now from... You're not aware of that, though. You're unconscious.
Doing it for the slaves.
Having nice dreams.
Roll me a d20.
17?
Very nice dreams.
Yeah.
Your mother's alive.
About time.
Not your father, though.
He's never been alive.
Okay.
He wasn't even there when he was there.
What does that mean?
Alright, let's go.
Emotionally.
Okay. So, the first hobgoblin, the leader, rushes forward, letting out a war cry. He attempts to cut into your armor, like around your shoulder, with his short sword. What's your AC?
16.
Yeah. So he misses, but just barely, though.
I laugh.
Okay, they don't have much accuracy.
Yeah.
You laugh.
Yeah.
God, is that
How
a
to
laugh? It's a dragonborn laugh. I don't really know. Okay. The hobgoblin snarls and then says, "Get him!" So the other 2 hobgoblins rush forward. One with a longsword, who hits with a 19.
Oh my God. My armor.
It's only one-handed though, so there's that.
I'm getting sweaty. Oh.
And the other one stops 10 feet short of you and looses a short bow.
Oh.
And shoots a short bow at you.
Okay.
Looses an arrow. But he misses. So now it's up to you. You've got 2 hobgoblins engaged in front of you. One with a short sword, who's kind of leader. One with a long sword. And then 10 feet behind them, a dude shooting arrows at you. Right behind him, a small goblin who appears to not want to fight at all.
And there's an unconscious planeswalker you could wake up.
I don't know who that is.
He's a good fighter.
He's also in chains.
He only killed 1.
Wake me up.
I think it's gonna be
Before
like
he go.
a good time.
Singing really different songs.
I think it's a good time to use my acid.
It looks, you could pretty much hit all of them in the
Just-
line. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It's more of a line, not a cone, but all
Okay.
right. So a straight line forward, you spew acid from your mouth. It hits. Well, it's going to move through all of their spaces.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to roll dexterity saving throws to see if they hop out of the way. The leader is first with a perfect 20. He doesn't even take half damage. He rolls out of the way and takes none. The next up though fails his saving throw with a 7. He takes full damage. The bowman also takes full damage, rolling a 3. And the goblin wasn't able to see any of it, but he gets out of the way.
It just went over him.
He's short. He gets a little bit of drippage from the hobgoblin in front of him, so he takes half damage.
Okay, so
roll me full
hit.
damage for 2 hobgoblins.
3, so 4 damage.
In case you guys didn't see that face, that was the I got a 1 face.
Alright, so 4 damage on one and 7 on the other.
Nice. And then half damage for the low goblin.
Oh god. Fucking Greg. Kidnap him if you can.
I'm gonna keep him alive.
Okay, we're back. No, we're not back. We're over to the goblin. After seeing all the acid spewed everywhere, he just kind of cowers for a turn.
Sounds like Greg.
He kind of like ducks out, gets like kind of a like he locates you basically. He's like, okay, I know where I'm gonna throw my spear next turn. But that's pretty much all he does. But we're back up to Hobgoblin.
Big Chief.
Big Chief boy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. He looks to you after rolling out of the way and stands, rushes back forward, and then tries to backhand slash you with his short sword. But with a 10
He misses.
plus a 3, he
Yeah.
misses.
I laugh again. I said, "Try and hit me."
Can't hit the Lord of Light.
God, he rolls a 2, so he says, I'm trying. Alright, next up is the longsword wielding hobgoblin. But he does, in fact, hit you, doing 7 damage.
Oh boy, that's my health. I'm down.
Okay.
Oh, he only takes 1 down. Yeah. How much you take down?
Oh god. I don't know. I'm at 0. Like
So roll me a death saving throw.
17. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you don't immediately die.
That's a bonus.
That's
A
good.
win. Welcome to the club.
The hobgoblin says to his companions, strip him of his armor
Oh
and
no.
take his things.
Rape him.
Not my.
No one. Stop that. No one says that. Ooh,
I think that's what the hobgoblin said.
That's 2 down.
Be able to the rescue. If I decide to go to this cave.
Yeah, I should have fucking left.
Yeah, but you
it.
see a cave, I ignore it.
So, Roggar, all of your items are now
I'm
in
naked.
possession
Oh
of
my
the.
God.
I mean, you have your undergarments on.
Okay.
Yeah, loincloth and the like. But all of your items, all of your armor are now taken by the hobgoblins.
Wow.
You now have them all. And you find yourself in chains right in front of the last person in line, which is Chain Dude.
Welcome.
So the hobgoblins quickly have everyone stand. There's a lot of excitement among the slaves. And they're, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Did you see what
didn't they
happened
let
here?
them
Did you see what happened
dicks?
there? But the hobgoblins quickly break any, uprising spirit that there might have been and
Yeah, let's go, boys.
whip everyone into shape, quickly telling them to exit the cave, and they're back on the march. Okay? As are the both of you.
We're awake?
Yep.
Nice.
You're at 0 health, so you're only able to walk. You're not able to attack in any.
Am I at like 1 HP?
You're also at 0, so you're not
You're
able
the
to
same
attack.
boat.
Armor's off me. I feel like I got some weight to, carry around.
What?
A lot of.
Ignore Roggar. He's sweating a lot. He has no idea what's going on. But we're moving forward. And the hobgoblins, after moving for most of the morning along this mountainside pass, the sun is fairly high in the sky, and the hobgoblins take a distinct path downwards off of the mountain slopes into the swamp. You guys aren't
Ooh.
quite sure as to why this might be. However, you do know that the swamp has been used as a shortcut to circumnavigate and to get across to a separate region within the Narramoon's mountain range. So, only good from here.
Sounds like it.
Great to be a captive.
I might
of-
want to planeswalk out of
of the
here.
hobgoblins.
All background music and audio comes from Tabletop Audio. If you're running your own campaign, visit tabletopaudio.com to find music for any situation.